Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we are fine. We are good. We are back. Welcome back to Wasted Wednesday on No Energy Videos. If we are so fine, sir, why are you interrupting me with your ramblings and your sexiness? For anyone who does not know, this is Wasted Wednesday, where I do an amazing service to the falling microphone community, where I basically go and play some video games and talk to beautiful people and not beautiful people. Of course, we are the beautiful people. We are the sexy ones that they all wish to be. Except for you. Without you in, because you're the duff. So, I give you welcome as we return to Warcraft 2, The Tides of Darkness. Ooh, almost forgot. Yay! And as always, actually, hold on. I take back that yay. I take back that yay. And hello there, Kate. Hello. Chat boxes. Whoa, chat box was designed for when I'm running. That goes down here, that do. That it would be way too much. Now we return. And you know I gotta replay that intro. Who's up for a bit of over-the-top narration?
The once mighty army of Azeroth lay among the blackened and charred remains of Stormwind Keep. Those that escaped fled across the Great Sea, bringing tales of the suffering they had faced at the hands of the Orcish hordes.
There was this one orc just there making, a saxophone making this.
Eager to engage in battle once again, the orcs constructed ships of war to bear them across the Great Sea.
Great, now I can't actually listen to it.
The Orcish warriors yearn for the sounds of battle to fill the air and look to the far horizon for new blood to spill.
But I'm gonna stop in the video. Once the video's done,
using the weapons forged by their new allies, the humans made haste to prepare for the onslaught.
I'd set the chat when I was running.
While dwarven cannon were being loaded, others armed themselves with elven steel and mail.
Hi, Dick. I'm feeling good. Rabbit was a good laugh. I'm gonna do that more often.
Now, united in arms with new allies against a common foe, mankind stands at the shores of destiny and awaits the coming of the Tides of Darkness.
The Tides of Darkness. Okay, let's go back down now. Music should be hyping you up. Too bad I couldn't actually see it. Boop. There. That'll fix everything. If not, fuck the chat. Not the you people in the chat, but the literal chat itself. Alright, let's get on with it. Look at that, you can still see the hotkey numbers. See, if I press L, that'll bring me to load. LEV1. That must be me. Okay, this is the first of the slightly more complicated missions. Where you don't start off with a, they used to do this all the time. You don't start off with a base. So if you done fuck up super early, you've only got yourself to blame. Oh, look at this. Look how little space they give the actual game screen itself in comparison. Still can't carry a bunch of units all at once.
Alright.
Okay, alright. You the boss. Don't you dare fire at my Zeppelin. I'm gonna hurl axes at you and shit. I'll just take all this, thank you very much.
What you want me to do, the boss? Okay. You call me the boss. The boss.
And leave my orcs alone. They've done no one any harm except for all the people they've killed. God, these trolls really hate this one farm. Suppose they shouldn't have called it Troll Killer Farm. How we doing for sound here, folks, by the way? Feedback is a healthy thing to have. Okay, everyone, you gotta prioritize here. Organize yourselves. God, it's like you haven't been a horde bent on destruction before. Peons are ripped. Start by blowing up the town center. Which requires a lot of axes, like just so many axes. Where's build? Oh yeah, one can't. That's forgot about that. Weird as fuck. Now you work onto the workers. Or peons, rather. Wait, I have gold! We'll get our own gold. Good orcish gold. It's greener. Because green is best. Alright, while they work, I'll start building up my own base. Over the ruins of the old. The fuck? How come they could build theirs there, but I couldn't build mine? That's a squimatoy. Make it go up quicker. Oh, would you all do your jobs and blow up anything that isn't orc? Really appreciate it. Thank you. God. It's hard to get good orcs these days. The campest ship captains in the world have returned.
Ahoy!
Actually, do you know what? For this game, I'm gonna put the chats here so it won't get in the way of the screen. Bloop. Bloop. Plus, I'll be able to see it easier on my side because I'm looking at a screen right here. Isn't that where the chat used to always be? Weird. Okay, what's the mission objectives in this? Scenario objectives. Retake Dunmardra and destroy Tol Barad. Hey, if they got names like that, I'm down.
Work complete.
Work complete. Happy orcs. Now we must begin to feed our troops with farms.
Arg, ahoy! You're the captain. Ahoy!
Was it a warthog?
Matey, I would love
It's a young warthog.
Arg, I would love to. You're the captain. You're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain.
So everyone,
Work complete.
tonight we will be playing two games. We'll be playing this for the strategy, and then later on we'll be playing God damn it. we'll be playing Metro. Because I've got a hankering to play through Metro.
Sunset.
Hopefully we'll get over that whole lag issue that came with that game last time. Now, let's ponder our next fascinating move, which is me having beer. Tonight I have... how many are left? I've downed 3 so far. It was 24. I've got 21 beers left. Update, I'm gonna get an MK11. I've heard good things about 11. Wait, is 11 the one that's already come out, or what?
Work complete, sir.
On. Used to sail around the rest of the bay, see what you
Ahoy!
find.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
New one that came out. Well, in that case, actually, I don't know much about 11.
Doctor.
Tell you, honestly, the last one I played was 3D, and I'm not even joking. 3D was so gimped.
Doctor. Doctor.
Give me gold, sweet, sweet gold.
Work complete. Yes, Captain. You're the captain.
But I have watched other people play other ones over the years, and the one that came out before, I'm guessing 10. Not gonna lie, that was fun to watch people play. I didn't like the whole microtransaction thing and the whole league they had set up. I thought that was a bit fucking stupid. But because I know one clan just picked, well, one clan just gimped the other two. Come on, let's do this. Consumption is the function of the junction. Come on, come to me, Kisswater. No, yeah, you tell us how it works out. Be a pretty good laugh. What am I doing? Oh, you. Give me wood. I need wood. Construct additional pylons. Wait, no, that's a different game. Can't build any more because of this massive force I have here. Oh, of course, a Zeppelin. God, we can use this bad boy. Let's see what fun we can get. You look so cheerful. I suppose if I had a Zeppelin, I'd be happy too. Quickest way to a woman's heart is with a Zeppelin.
We're being attacked.
Shit.
Yes, Captain.
I'm uploading, uploading. Can we... Is there multiplayer on Metro? Redux 33? I've got mine on GOG as well, so that's another thing. I'm guessing if there is multiplayer, it's co-op. I'm not against the idea, I just don't know how we'd do that. Like, you know, I'm definitely down for playing more multiplayer. And I got a request from Evan Lefevre himself to play Half-Life down the line. If that is the case. Shit. Then I am definitely going to play that. Once I've finished off at least one more game. Probably whichever one comes first. If there's no co-op, then what would be the point of us playing? We won't be able to play together. Unless it's like a multiplayer arena thing. Yeah, I told him I actually played the first few levels on this way back when I first started. Evan asked, that's awesome. Oh shit, there's a few people left. Fuck, everyone, get a kill. Defend our mighty home. Kill these Ponzi elves. Well, that does free up more, space to make more peons. Yeah, it works. Yeah, also the great thing about it is it's a very it's a long enough game for its time, but it's actually very easily beaten. So I'm definitely down to playing that. I've also reinstalled Portal 2. I know that is a multiplayer game, and I'm definitely up for that. Boombox was hounding me, quite literally. I had to tell him to back the fuck off. I wasn't in the position to play it at the time. But in the process of download it, and I said, well, you know what? Alright, I'm cool. We can get this shit sorted out, so sometime soon. Multiplayer Portal 2.
Ready to work, huh?
This Friday, Evan's got his last of his, looks like the last of the old school, games, 111 shows. Couldn't think of the name there for a second. Looking forward to that. Although I hope it's not the last. Like he needs support, people to chime in. If not, it has to become like a Patreon thing. What the fuck was that? Are they launching people against me?
You're the captain.
Yeah, I hear ya. This thing can barely work games, but
You're the captain.
I managed to get it to work somehow. Alright, let's max out that number up there at the top. So this is 17, and then afterwards we'll build a barracks, and then we can start training troops, and then from there on, so on and so forth and so on and so forth. We'll have 4 guys bringing in wood, and we'll have 4 guys bringing in gold. Well, technically they're... oh wait, different orcs. Let's say orcs don't have gender, but these ones do. As the movies told us anyway. New beer! Yeah, but Half-Life will be fun. A game I was thinking last night of a Dicks Gnomish flying machines. Oh, you think you're something, do you? Think you're something with your flying machines? Just you wait. Just you wait, buddy. Look at our mighty economy springing up. Soon we will have a powerful ability to strip the land bare of anything useful. Just like good capitalists. Okay, so we got plenty of wood, but we just don't have enough gold yet. Again? Where the fuck are they coming? There must be a ship somewhere that lands. You know what? They're more than welcome to land. Except we're gonna have a tower right set up there. See them land now? They won't, because they'll be dead. Tower will kill them. Yeah, Tropico is a game I'm definitely down for. The newest Tropico.
Ready to work.
Okay, so I think the fleet, the enemy sends a transport ship right down here, so I'm gonna send my 2 ships down here and do that. Of course, if I want more gold, huh? 6. Wait, finally build a barracks. Now, if this was a modern game, and this was like on the mobile, you'd click on a unit to do something, then you'd have to wait like 6 hours for them to actually do something. Where's the other one? I like the way they have big fangs in the back of them, their ships. Oh, my goblin eyes! So, Kay, tell us about the latest debate on the fan group. What have you got lined up this time round? The one I was going to go on, sorry, I wasn't actually in the building at the time. I was in Roscommon. That's like a county away. There was no internet, there was no nothing. Except for good times. I had the... Whoop. Keep your distance from the ship that could fire cannonballs at you. That's usually a good idea for life.
Work complete.
I don't know how to say it. Only 2 of them. There's the Horde and the Alliance. And in that you'll find most of the fantasy races. Hiya, Bill. It was only after the 3rd game came out they start doing shit like dark elves and everything. And only after the MMO, the big World of Warcraft shit, did they really start to explore the universe. This is early days for this universe. All we know is orcs are bad because reasons, and humans and elves are really bad at fighting them. Oh, absolutely. I had a fantastic weekend. Went to this prepper's place. Very self-sufficient. A little bit of an anti-vaxxer. But he still makes sure his kids are vaccinated enough. But then he puts the brakes on it after a certain point. I'm just there like... Oh, no, they don't cause autism. Nothing causes autism but genetics. What the fuck? Ah, they were flinging axes at him. And like a smart arse, he comes back. I thought dwarves were meant to be smart. Should build a fleet. Ooh, a blacksmith. Let's build that first, though. Now let's build a fleet.
New troll here.
New troll here. Not enough lumber.
Work complete.
How much lumber? 450. There.
Your command, master. Kabu.
Upgrade throwing axes. You fucking well know it. Can't afford it right now. Come on. The tidiest of darkness. Look, did that look bright to you? I don't fucking think so. And of course the only reason they called it the Tides of Darkness was because back in the day, the very first game didn't have any ocean battles. So now we've brought oceans in. Even the promotional thumbnail I used for this video had a pirate captain versus a pirate captain. Because now you can use ships. We were very easily impressed, you see, back in the day.
Work complete. Sword dog. We're being attacked.
We are.
We're being attacked.
We are.
Zug zug.
Distract him with your zeppelininess.
Sword dog. You the boss. Gun building ship.
Blue, you're mad! Mad! I mean, that's all it is, just a different texture. You monsters. You killed little Zug Zug. He was only 2 days left until we ate him because he was too old to help the tribe.
Aye, matey.
In the arms of a dark demon that will devour your soul. Their version of the song is a little different. And just set the controls that you can't go over them. Of course! Should build another defensive tower, though. Just standing around there. We want those trees gone. Trees mock me. Trees are like full of happiness and joy. I'm pretty sure we're pissing off the elves doing this. It's great. Oh no! I knew that tree. It was so full of life and whimsy. Like the elves from the movie I saw earlier.
Work complete.
Who were all short and wanting to kill everything. When they themselves weren't getting enslaved, raped, and eaten. Ah, the 70s. It was a simpler time.
Arg?
Arg?
You're the captain.
Okay, we got ourselves some fuel.
Work complete.
Top of it all, we can now build a stronghold, or we can once we get enough wood. Fleetwood. Wood, Fleetwood. Okay, we can now go on the attack.
Yes, Captain.
First things first, I want this motherfucker down here gone. Floating around like he owns the place. Scaring my zeppelins. No one scares my zeppelin.
Arg.
Technically not even the figures are moving. Like, that's important.
Work complete.
Oh, by the way, folks, obligatory YouTube thing. If you're liking the stream, remember to like it, and if you're not already, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell. We got the Discord and the Streamlabs and contact details down below in the description. And I'm sure there's another part of that. Oh yeah, after the video's done, don't forget you can comment as well. Tell me what your thoughts. You can do that before, but my great appreciatories. I still haven't gotten down to when I cannot. Ooh, a cannon tower. Of course, I'm upgrading to a fucking cannon tower. Oh yeah. Well, that's another one bites the dust. Why, Hey, hold on, you're gonna have to refresh my memory. Who's Beyond Fear again? I know the name is definitely familiar, it's just... I'm drawing a blank. Can't imagine why. Sweet liquor eases the pain. Which is not a metaphor for me, because my second name's Pain. As if I wasn't amazing enough. I'd make such a great doctor, as anyone tells me. I mean by my name, not by what actually I do. Anyway, back to Beyond Fear. What did, first of all, who is Beyond Fear? And second of all, what did they do? Oh, no, I should have remembered her. Okay, so what did she do? What did she do to get herself added to the long list of Twitter doesn't like you anymore? Once we can, how much wood do we need? 1,000 wood. Oh, you're gonna be lumberjacks and you're okay. I know what a map is, and you're fucking kidding me. Maps should be given free reign. When you see a map, you call a map. And when they complain, you point out that they're pedophiles, because that's what a map is. I literally had to tell somebody who posted on Facebook earlier today. Very good friend of mine, but she's not a part of this community, so she doesn't like find out all the freakish stuff we do. So she's like, did you know that there are people going around calling themselves maps you have to wash? You have to watch yourself and shit, and I was like, yeah, I know what a map is. Oh shit, a patrol! Oh god, if we attack, we're gonna get our asses kicked. We need more than just angry looking ships. For starters, we need better guns. Oh no, you don't, motherfucker! Not this time! We're bringing the pain. You dude stand around like a bunch of gobshites. See what I mean? I knew they'd do this. Not enough oil? You're shitting me. It doesn't matter if they're minors or not. No, it doesn't.
What you want me to do?
Anyway, isn't pretty soon Twitter gonna make it 18 only? I don't know about you,
Ahoy!
I can't make the website any worse,
Ahoy!
you know?
Work complete. Done building ship.
You guys got... Yeah, we can upgrade to the stronghold now. It looks like a big dumpling. Yeah, they're gonna make it 18s. You have to be over 18 to use Twitter now. For most of its users, no one will give a shit. And of course the robots won't care. But...
Ahoy!
that's one less excuse maps can use, that's for sure. Not that they're the most... that's not why they're doing it, but I'm sure it is for some legal reasons. I don't care what Twitter's doing. I'm actually not a member. I don't have Twitter. I'm very happy to say I do not have Twitter. I have not opened up that can of fucking worms. I do feel like I'm missing out, and I still check other people's Twitters, but I'm not an actual user of Twitter, and I'm very happy for that fact. I know if I did, it would go the same way as when I found Facebook. And I said the exact same thing. I would not join Facebook. Oh no, no. After I check my emails each morning and I check the news to see what part of the world is on fire, I then just go straight onto Facebook before YouTube. I probably at one point made fun of YouTubers.
I would love to. Ahoy!
They're gonna take us out. Yeah, they're gonna take us out.
We're being attacked.
Not enough trees. Well, go fuck yourself. We got plenty of trees. We're just getting further away from them. Come on, everything's low. You can almost say it's low energy. Probably a bad idea to put the refinery right there. And because it's on mud, you can't actually build a tower there, otherwise it builds some defenses. So 700 for a destroyer. Fucking redonkulous.
Work complete.
On the plus side, that's been built up, which means we get a massive increase to all our things. However, when we look at this, it only gives us armor. What about this? We have everything. That's a weird upgrade to give us. Doesn't do anything else unless it's a new building. A new building? There is! The Goblin Alchemist. Neat. Gotta build that. And that has Alchemist on it is always a good thing. I've almost got enough for a single destroyer. I feel ecstatic.
Ready to work. Work complete.
Work complete. What were they building? You can if you want, but I mean, if they knock her off, they could just as easy knock you. It is fucking bullshit, no doubt about it. The good thing about it is once Twitter... I'm assuming she's arguing against it. That's also the thing. Don't forget, Twitter will eventually, with enough backlash, bring people back on. I'm surprised they didn't do it with Alex Jones, even though I hate the man. Where is he still back? Is he being brought back on Twitter or what?
Done building ship. Arg.
Arg? Exactly. Now we can just dismiss her. They're not worth it. They're not worth. They weren't worth their parents ejaculating inside their inside each other. You know. Well, the father inside the mother. In other words, they aren't worth being born. They're just pieces of shit that you got to deal with in life. But the great thing about it is, as I was saying to my friend who didn't know what a map was until today, the great thing about a map is that because they think they're part of the gay pride movement, that means they're very happy to show themselves off as being...
We're being attacked.
Where? Who? Oh. Getting the pain, huh? Ha, they're only level 1. Our ships are better now.
Work complete. Yes, Captain.
I love the sound when the ship sinks. Yeah, if you have any actual proof of them being maps. Like, go through their stuff, and if they link to clearly underage kids, or say, I fantasize about fucking little kids, which of course you can clip and use that against me to your heart's content, because I deserve it for being dumb enough to say that. But, yeah, absolutely. If you think it's worth it, sure. I'm sure you won't be the only one. Something tells me Beyond Fear will be back. And I'm sure that other person will get blocked for being a map. Well then, that's that. Just call them out. Do exactly that. I mean, it won't be complicated. It'll just take a while. It won't happen overnight. Maybe you will be the one who helps out. I know something Ryby will always bring up is every time you hear about the Milo scandal, CNN didn't credit Drunken Peasants for being the source of like all the information, the podcast or anything, and Twitter yelled at it, and Ryby in particular yelled at them enough that they said, "You're right. We should have mentioned them," and it is indeed we got them. That clip was from the Drunken Peasants, which of course helps their
Hi, matey. You're the captain. Ahoy.
helps their credibility, helps their profile.
I would love to.
You shouldn't have to twist their arm to do the right thing, you know? The hell, that's CNN there for you. No, she'll be back. Anyway, it was like it wasn't a ban, it was just a suspension, wasn't it? Good. Good for you, man. I don't know what good it'll do, but it's better than doing nothing, am I right? And what's more, because I don't have a Twitter, I can't do it, but anyone else, just, you know, if you feel strongly about it, get on your Twitter, go to this person, I don't know what that person is called, and actually, I don't know how else to say this, don't say what that is, because they don't deserve any, screen time. So I don't know how to go about doing this. I suppose you'll have to go and do your research or ask them on our Discord. You'll find the link down below. Ask Rose, and I'm sure he'll tell you. And yeah, bring the pain on that fucker. Enough people yelled him for being a piece of shit that he is, you know.
Done building ship.
Something good might come out of it. There's the enemy base. Oh no!
Aye, matey.
You're coming for my Zeppelin. Whatever are we going to do? Ah, they were so strong. I'm surprised we didn't die. It's being facetious. Being very
Yes, Captain.
facetious.
You're the captain.
Actually, where's a free?
Zog dog. Zug zug.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, there you are. Is there an auto explorer?
Ready to work.
No, not what I meant, Rose. I meant that if other people want to go and report him, you know, but they won't know who he is. But if they were to ask you on Discord, I'm sure you can just tell them, and then they can go and look. So that way they're not getting any credibility for themselves, they're not getting their words out there.
I would love to. Work for the captain. We're being attacked.
We need more ships. Like, so much more ships. We need to have a ship orgy, so then we can have ship babies.
Huh?
That we need a few ship things for starters. Oil refinery. What?
Done building ship.
Did you just report someone who may have done it?
Ahoy.
I mean, if they are a map, regardless, I suppose it's not so bad, but still. If you're not 100% sure, maybe don't go waving the pitchforks, you know?
Huh? Swallow.
What, a ship orgy? Yeah! Take, new meaning to the term keel haul. Or poop deck, for that matter. Alright, we got 5 ships now once this one's finished.
Work complete.
It'll be easier to... On. Ship orgy, ship orgy. God, here, imagine the noise from a ship orgy. Yeah. I mean, you have to make, not give praise, but you got to be grateful for one thing about a map is that they make it so easy. They're so sure that they're like in the right that they're just going to post themselves up straight away with this ripped off gay pride flag, like they have any fucking right to be a part of the gay movement or the queer movement as a rule. Being like, oh, well, I am a map, but that's not all I am. And of course, I'd never do anything about it. Dude, you are proudly calling yourself a map. Well, I should. I'm no different than the oppressed black people of the 40s and 50s and civil rights movements. This is Nambla. This is Nambla from South Park. You know, when they did it as a joke. Because it's so absurd and disgusting that anyone would think like that. And now there are people who try to get movements.
Aye, matey. You're the
And you know what else?
captain.
You
I
keep
would
this
love
up
to.
and you're gonna get
You're
some
the
fucking
captain.
stupid celebrities who back them. Maybe not aware
You're the
fully of
captain.
what a
Ahoy.
map is.
You're the captain.
Or maybe they have this strange notion
Ahoy.
of what they think a map really is like. And it's just going to be a fucking shit
I
show.
would love to.
A real
Ahoy.
shit show.
Ahoy. You're the captain. We're being attacked.
Shit, they've got a...
I would
Get that
love
ballista away from me.
to. I would love to. You're the captain. You're the captain. You're the captain.
Oh, I just
Ahoy.
pictured Monster Island from The Simpsons.
I would love to.
You must spend a lifetime on Monster Island, and they're being chased by monsters. And oh yeah, don't worry, it's just a name, and then it cuts and a bunch of monsters like kaiju are trying to eat them. He said it was just a name. What he actually meant was Monster Island is actually a peninsula. Map Peninsula. Fuck off. We're trying to be good pirates here. Stop killing our good boss. Yeah, they are. You see, they don't have any credibility at all. Because they know... I mean, for example, let's say a gay person is... Alright, here's an example. A cook, right? Here's a great comparison. Cuckoldry is real. It's played up for lols, but there are men and a few women who like the idea of cuckoldry, right? I'm definitely not one of them. I find the idea a little bit mean-spirited, honestly. But I, you know, if it's all consensual with a bunch of adults, then there's nothing inherently wrong with it. Oh, for God's sake. Come on, everyone. Motherfucker's messing up my groove. I've built up a cannon tower now here, just so in future this shit don't happen. Now he kills off 2 peons. Who's next? By who? Where? Doesn't do a good job of explaining where you get attacked. Ah, an elf in the woods.
You the boss.
I see.
You the boss. Okay.
Okay, elf boy. See, we have axes, you got bows, it doesn't... We might have more range, but you know, we have this thing called weight. I suppose patrol will work from here on out.
Okay.
Now go and patrol up there until we're ready. Yeah, I've saw those videos. I actually share those videos for people who don't know what maps are. You know, Shu gets a lot of flack for a trillion different reasons. I think mostly because people just don't like her. I don't get it. I mean, she's not my favorite person on the planet, but at the same time, I kind of like her.
Yes, Captain.
But she gets she calls out bullshit from like maps, and then people are like, oh, it's in different cultures, there's different ideas, and you just don't care about the children, you just want views. And oh, that's why I'll never do a video on shit like that. I'll have my opinions, but I don't fucking care. I don't care enough to go down that fucking rabbit hole, because people are literally able to defend pedophiles. Like, with a straight face. I think for the most part, anyone who defends a pedophile is either a pedophile themselves, or is misinformed.
You're the captain.
Yeah, I do. I think all pedophiles deserve help. Even the ones that have done it. But here's the thing. I think, in that case, preemptive is the best. If they say, I've got a problem, they should be taken away from society. They literally, I'm not going to even hide it, their rights should be taken away. For the sake of others. Now, I'm not saying they need to be dragged away in chains in front of their neighbors and shit. I'm talking about, you know, they're booked into specialist clinics, they're treated with humanely and respect, they're given a comfortable life, and they're never allowed to see the light of day until we know that they're cured, or until, you know, until they die. Because Ireland knows a few things about pedophiles, let me tell you.
Done building ship. Aye, matey.
Well, I've got a problem with them just existing because what they represent. That's why I'm saying we can't give them an inch.
Yes, Captain, you're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain.
No, Steve did it escape constantly. Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah, I honestly do believe that sometimes just blocking someone out of hand has its use, a peace of mind sort of thing going on. I'm not saying it's ideal. It's not ideal that we live in a world where we have to just not even give them a time of day. I mean, if you saw a crazy person on the bus screaming at themselves, you're not going to go, maybe if I talk to him, he'll have some information. I know people like that. You don't need that shit in your life, so you just block them out of hand. But here's the thing, Steve does it because people want to debate him. Shu does it to no-map defenders who want to defend pedophiles. It's a bit of a difference.
Done building ship.
It's like, I believe, this might be a bit of a controversial statement, but the Holocaust happened, right? But I know there are people who don't believe that. You're welcome to believe that way over there. And if you think I'm going to fucking give you the time of day, no. You get blocked. And I will say, oh, that's the Holocaust in Ireland. Because I don't need that shit in my life. And you're not going to be the one to convince me otherwise. It's the same with the no-maps. I don't care what this culture 1,000 years ago thought about marriage. I don't care about this one Stockholm Syndrome girl who fell in love with the guy who abused her for 20 years. What about every other time? What about the age we're living in now? And what about a little thing called fucking consent?
Alright.
They're not worth my time, and they're not worth anyone's time. That's why Twitter needs to just... No, they go after them because... well maybe, I don't know. I don't know what goes through a fucking pedophile's head. But I'll tell you, I'm into a little bit of S&M, and that same rule can apply for me, so... I don't really think that was 100% true. The whole thing about control. Like, I don't think that's 100% true, but at the same time it might also be. I don't know. Instead, I think pedophiles just have their own reasons. Some might have been molested themselves. God, never ends. Yeah, go up there and defend. I'm gonna have to send a ship to every single one until their own ones are destroyed.
Work complete. Aye, matey. Aye, matey. I would love to. Arg.
It's like, one thing I don't like about Rabbit is that there's a lot of religious nut bars, and particularly a lot of Muslim religious nut bars there. And, you know, the stuff I watch, atheist stuff, so of course that's a netty no-no to a Muslim.
We're being attacked. Ahoy. You're the captain.
And I just don't want to have a debate with them. I think a lot of YouTubers in this community, not just YouTubers, but the fans of these people in the community, anyone in the communities, thinks that like people are just eager, gagging at the throat, chomping at the bit to have a debate with someone. Fuck off! I don't care about that. I don't want a debate. And it isn't because I know I'm right and you're wrong. In most cases I do, but even in certain cases I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't care enough. I don't care enough to get my blood boiling up the way it is. In the case of pedophiles, though, there's no debate. There's no middle ground. It's like climate change. There's no middle ground. I liked what when Candice Owens was on Joe Rogan, and she's saying like he was just before he began anything else. Let's just make this one thing clear: the climate is changing. He's fucking right. It is. There's no middle ground. Well, I disagree. I disagree. I don't fucking care what you disagree with or not. The consensus of the community. Oh, no, there's a real debate. No, there's not. And that's because you say there's a debate doesn't make it true. I know that's a religious attitude by default, but it's not true. There is no debate. The climate is changing. And it's humans doing. And we have to do something about it or else we won't have a world to have these debates in. It's like No Map's going like, but what about if there's a true connection between the young person and... No. You don't deserve the dignity of having a real life discussion. This isn't about like universal basic income or what sort of family is better, one with or without parents. One father, one mother, that sort of thing. That can have a debate. That can be treated with respect. But there's some arguments that you just can dismiss out of hand, and they'll say, "Ugh, they don't even want to have an argument." Not for you. You don't deserve one. Get away from me. Now that's the sort of attitude we need to show them.
You're the captain.
And if they want to say that they're being victimized over it, you're the victim. Sure. Okay, there, no more. You're the victim.
Yes, Captain.
Wonder why so many of you are going to jail. See, even that little tirade that went on right there, which I'm totally cool with. I'm glad I went on that little tirade. It's also, at the same time, that's even more worth than it is.
Hi, matey. You're the captain.
Like, it's not worth this shit.
Arg.
These fuckers aren't worth anyone's time. I'm surprised they're even worth their own. Oh, now it made myself feel bad. Where's alcohol?
Done building ship.
I don't know how Paul and the like can do this shit. I don't know how people can debate as a career.
Yes, Captain.
Even against crazy people. Like, when you're going up against the G-Mans of the world, where at least they make it fun. It's still, there's this core, this nugget of disgusting. I'm also actually yeah, here's an idea. Don't put maps in your profile if you don't want people calling you out.
You're the captain. You're the captain. Ahoy.
Well, they're delusional. I don't know how retarded they are, but they're definitely delusional. And because they listen to other delusional people, then they're shocked when people call them out. And then they use what they think is logic, but they think having sex with a 10-year-old is logical.
Yes, Captain.
It's different between a baby and a teenager. What age of a teenager? Hell, you could even argue pederast. I've heard arguments in different cultures for like 16-year-olds and shit.
I would love to.
I'm not going to immediately agree with them, but that's an argument right there, especially in a society that's very sort of rural and basic. It's not an argument I'm still going to side with, but I can at least hear them out. Like a medieval society, for example, everyone getting married super early because they were dying off super early. Okay, there's some basic logic to that. The one thing, ever since I started going on the internet, the people, the real crazy people. The ones that you'll never hear about on, like, DP or, so like Hugo or Jake or anyone big or even small, just their fans and the fans of their fans, people who weren't even on like more than one website, the incels of the world, the weird leftist feminazis of the world, I didn't catch what you said right there, man. Sorry, I can't go back. All I saw was, it's like those people who post pictures and that's it. Here's a good example. Years ago I was on DeviantArt, when DeviantArt started the random picture button, which I think is still down the bottom of the screen. And the idea is just that you pick, this pic takes you to a completely random image. And I started to click on them over and over and over and over and over again, and it was everything from fan art to some really beautiful paintings to boring looking pictures to whatever. Oh. Yes. Yeah, that's a good example right there. Thanks for reposting that. One day I'll get a secondary screen and all this will be a distant memory. But anyway, so yeah, I was on DeviantArt. This and I went to this model. She was on the beach and she was in a white bikini, and she couldn't be more old. She couldn't have been older than say 11. And to say these pictures were suggestives. Sounds like a biscuit. McVitie's suggestives. Oh, God. Was like a huge understatement. Like she was clearly being coerced into doing this. And all the comments down below, you could see. And as they went on, she started to get even less and less clothes until she was topless. And at that point, I was like, right, nope. Had to go and report that. I mean, I wanted to see like the comments at this point. Like, I mostly wanted to see how many people were supporting that shit.
Your command, master.
Like, it was making me more and more uncomfortable. And I was still more or less a teenager myself, so age brackets is an argument a lot of no maps would say. Or maps or no maps, it makes no real difference. They're all fucked in the head. But I was there, not much different in her age, and I was still like, yeah, no. This prepubescent girl is
Your command, master.
kind of being manipulated by whoever's taking these pictures. And by the time I hit report, the page had already been taken down for explicit content. So at least I wasn't alone there. But the person, the thing I'm bringing up now, it isn't just that they were posting up more or less pedophilic pictures. It was down below, he would respond to some of his detractors. And the language he would be using would be so ridiculous. It would be stuff like, oh, what we have is beautiful. Oh, you wouldn't understand, you're so narrow-minded. It's just like, these people are sick, but at the same time, they're also manipulative little cunts.
I matey, yes, Captain. Arg.
So when they try to lump themselves in with the gay community, you know, way to make already a community that's struggling even worse off. Yeah, pretty much. I imagine more than one map in the world has the first name Mohammed. That's not me being racist. I'm almost certain I've seen a few links, but of course then others are like furries and shit. Not all furries are pedophiles. It's like not all furries want to even think about like fucking in that way. I know, I used to fucking date one. I mean, she was a freak, but in a good way. Whatever, man. Hope whoever that girl is now, I hope she's safe. I hope she's okay. Because, you know, the fact that someone is being used like that is so tragic.
Your command, master.
The early gay rights people are the ones that started NAMBLA. Why am I not believing that? So, like, the Harvey Milks of the world were the ones that
Work complete.
created the Young Boys Lovers Association of America. Did it mean something else back then? Did it mean, like, literally, when they said Young Boys Lovers, they meant more like... Oh, by the way, I will tell you one anthropomorphized animal girl I fucking love to this day. And I'm not a furry, and this doesn't help, like this doesn't add to that because she is not. In the movie Monkey Bones, an absolutely atrocious film starring the guy from The Mummy, there's this cat lady who doubles up as a waitress. And what they did to make her look like a cat is that they gave her all like pure white makeup and drew little lines on her. But then they gave her like a moving tail and twitching ears. Yeah, that's fucking hot.
No troll here.
I don't care what that makes me, but that is just hot. She was curvy as shit. That movie was just a train wreck, but not Matthew Broderick. What's his name? Oh god, what's the guy's name? He's Critical's favorite actor. Also, I think we're ready to attack the. Just in case you thought I'm only knee-jerk playing this game, we're ready to attack them. Let's send our bad boy Goblin Zeppelin down here. We'll have a look and see. Yeah, I mean, shit. We might not actually be able to take these motherfuckers out. Oh shit! There's even some ships. Not a lot of them, but there's still a few. We need more farms. If we had, if we could get them down to the beach landing, we could. All right, now because they don't have any way of. Oh, they do. Well then, let's fix that. Damn. They're not getting any oil anymore, you see, so they won't be able to build any more ships. So we're basically strangling them. We're like the U.S. Navy, and this is the they're the Japanese.
Work complete.
The world is all freaks out there. If the term consensual can apply, I don't think wrong would really. Blockaded? Who's blockaded? What happened? And no, I don't think it would be either. I think if it's consensual and shit, if that applies. Now, whether or not it'd make your stomach turn, I suppose, depends on how the alien looks. I mean, if it's like a Roswell Grey, there are people who get turned on by that. If it's a tentacle monster, a lot of girls who watch tentacle porn get turned on by that as well. Which makes sense on a sheer, like, visceral level, I suppose. They probably don't want to have their stomachs blown up by a dick the size of their bodies, but, you know. A constantly vibrating, multicolored jelly monster fucking them, I suppose. See the appeal on both sides of the sex.
captain. We're being attacked.
If the aliens look like the aliens from Mass Effect, like the Asari and shit, that'd be hot.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
Blue-eyed, green-skinned alien girl.
I would love to.
Isn't that the one that Jerry rebounds with in Rick and Morty? She's got like 4 pairs of tits. Yeah, that's a good start. Alright, let's shell the beachhead. Asari would be cool, and so would Quarians, but you can't really do anything with Quarians, because although they're hot, you can't really touch them without them getting really sick and you getting a little sick. Like, they're technically poisonous.
Ahoy! You're the captain.
I don't think I'd want to fuck any other race. Let that ship bombard for a bit.
We're being attacked. Yes,
From where? That didn't sound good.
I may be your captain. You're the captain.
I see the logic in that. Alright, well our ships are combating them, so now's actually a perfect time as a decoy.
You're the captain. Yes,
Aha!
you're the captain.
You
You're
fools.
the captain.
Now we can't.
I would love to. You're the captain. Ahoy!
Alright, now it's our turn to land.
Yes, captain. I would love to. Yes, captain. Ahoy! Ahoy! Aye, matey. Ahoy! We're being attacked. Captain. You're the captain.
D-Day, except it's orc, so it'd be O-Day. Look at him running away. I was only following orders to kill off all orcs. Wait, no, forget that part. Hey, that's my home. We are victorious, mighty orc friends. Or we will be once we blow up their main base. There are gummy-shaped sea creatures filled with candy goo. Ugh. Still sounds like we're talking about things that be okay to fuck. By the way, folks, question for the ages. Mermaid, fuckable or not fuckable?
Okay, alright, alright.
We are truly victorious. You know, in fairness, this would be a pretty big slaughter. I can't wait to get the dragons at the end of this game. It's like their ultimate weapons are the griffin and the dragon. Their ultimate ships are the big sea turtles with cannons strapped on their back. Not fuckable, unless she's like a fish legs. Okay, so she'd be more like a mer person then, in that regard, than a mermaid. She'd have like scales instead of skin. Or maybe when she goes out of the water, she's got legs. Dick, you can't hide behind that work.
I would love to. You're the captain. Ahoy! Yes, you're the captain.
Everything has to be blown off. Blown off. Everything has to be blown up in this game for you to win, which is so fucking annoying. Fuck you! Organized agriculture. The term is mer people. Yeah, I am just sexist. Although I would have fucked Ariel in her fish form, but only from the top down, so blowjobs and boob jobs. This is how surface men and women say hello. What's that thingy? That's our hello thingy. God. Of course, I'd have been 17 at the time. Now I wouldn't because, well, we've already mentioned no maps. Although even then, like, Jesus, is that it? Is that everyone? Please tell me that's everyone. I hate searching for all the fucking remnants. Yay, we won. Let's see how long it took. Nice. Storm God Azeroth. Doesn't say how long it took.
Doomhammer has sent word that the Ogre Mage Cho'Gall, chieftain of the Twilight's Hammer clan, is personally.
She'd actually be older than me. I was a bit younger when it came out.
Cho'Gall and his convoy will be traveling through the Badlands of Cosmodan, and an ambush by Strong God warriors is expected. The war chief expects you to safeguard Cho'Gall and his minions through this region. Should he die, your life will be forfeit as well.
Now I will play this because this isn't an actual regular mission. It's an escort mission. Now I normally hate escort missions, but it's a short escort mission. But yeah, Ariel, definitely. Now I don't know if I'd trick her. There's something kind of rapey about tricking a girl, but at the exact same time, there's something kind of hot and cute about going, ooh, what's that? If you put your lips around it, you'll find out. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't sexually assault, but at the exact same time, I'm not saying I would either.
What is it? Yes, Master.
Okay, now this is also interesting. For some reason, ogres are the magic wielders of the orcs. I never got that.
Right away. Of course, right away. Right away.
But anyway,
Yes, Master.
the Eye of Kilgrog, Bloodlust, Runes.
Yes, Master.
Show us the way, Eye of Kilgrog. Jasmine is fucking gorgeous. I kinda like Pocahontas by looks, but her personality is boring as shit. She's a fucking piece of wood. Jasmine is gorgeous.
We're being attacked.
Let's see, Snow White was hot, but Snow White was also 14, so...
Okay.
Like, never forget that. The first major love affair in Disney was... Well, it was a very medieval one, let's just say. Mulan was great.
Okay.
I fucking love Mulan.
Okay.
Let's see, I thought Aurora looked good, but again, boring. Not really much going on.
Alright. You the boss.
Okay, so Our first job is to get through this wall here. What we do is we use this to bombard here. Oh, these two to bombard. Shit, never mind. More important. Do we have better range?
We're being
Ha!
attacked.
Took you too long. Fuck you, elf boy.
You got me? Alright. Okay.
Okay.
What you want me to? What you want me
Break
to?
the wall down. And now we have to...
Dabu.
I thought elves were meant to have incredibly fast reflexes. Not
Okay.
these ones, it seems.
Zug Zug.
Trying to think. Oh, I liked Elsa,
Yes, master.
her look,
Right away. Right away.
but
What you want me to?
she seems more like what a little girl would imagine a badass would be like, rather than
What? Of course.
what an actual badass
Yes,
is. If it makes sense. She feels like not an adult. Belle was cool. If you ever had to fuck, marry, kill someone, Belle would be the one you'd want to marry. She'd open up a business and turn a fucking profit, you know? Of course, if you married Jasmine, then you'd get a Kingdom Agrabah. So, I suppose there, it's a win-win. Oh, also big shout out to Lilo's sister. She was cool. She was very realistic. She was very down to earth, and I liked how she was designed. She actually looked like someone you'd see at a bar or something like that. Her jeans didn't quite fit. She was like putting on the slightest amount of weight, but she still had like a little midriff muscle going on.
Dabu. Dabu.
What's her name? Is it Tuani or something like that? Was her name?
Dabu. We're being attacked. Zug Zug. Loktar. Zug Zug. Dabu.
I know we were talking earlier about furries, but Zootopia is one that I even back in the day
Dabu.
when I knew furries, no, I wouldn't have given that. That's a brilliant movie, but I don't think it's Never saw Lilo and Stitch. It's surprisingly good for what it is.
You got me? Alright. Okay.
If I had to pick one person,
What you want me to?
the hottest woman in any Disney, it would have to be Shigo from Kim Possible. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Oh, I had such a fucking crush on that woman.
Alright. Alright.
It wasn't a woman, it was an animation. But still, especially as the seasons went on, she became such a fucking sassy bitch.
Okay. You the
Spent
boss.
all day just fucking sunbathing and throwing shade at it on everyone.
Okay. You the boss. Alright.
Load up, load up, load up.
Loktar.
Like, I never liked Kim. I was about the same age as all the characters as it went on, so... Whatever. The only time I think ever Kim looked good was when she had her mind altered and she put on the black dress, and it was like, oh, cool. I'm surprised her dad let her buy that.
We're being attacked.
Shit, we're losing too many, trolls.
Lord Loktar.
Can Can you use the eye again? Okay, so. I know before I said this isn't that long, but the fact is I thought it was set in the snow, so I might be thinking of another escort mission. And you have to go back and around at one point.
We're being attacked!
Damn. At least we know, kill him! Or not.
Attacks.
Son.
What you want me kill? What you want me kill? The boss.
We're being attacked!
Yes?
Lord Doctor, Dabu.
Yes, Master. Right away.
Spam the Eye of Kilrog.
Attacked!
Which sounds like the most nerdy thing ever. I cast the Eye of Kilrog to reveal all. Jesus. Well, if I think we follow the coast, it won't be. Never mind. Never mind. Not even sure quite where it is. Doesn't say where it is in proportion. That's the only thing.
Of course.
At least you get to really spam it, you know? I'm not moving in any direction that I don't need to go. Oh, that's a good sign. Alright. Not too far away. So there's 2 guards there. There's a ballista, which we can deal with right now. Nice.
Attacks.
Alright. Alright.
What you want me kill?
Gonna have ourselves a wiener roast.
You the boss. Alright.
Lot cooler if you did.
What is it? Yes, Master.
We're being attacked!
You got me. Alright.
Fuck you, dicks. Fire! Uh-oh. Everyone, charge! Your sole duty is to protect the gigantic fat man.
Of course. Yes, Master. Yes, right away. Yes, Master. Of course. Of course.
Yay!
Son.
See? That one was nowhere near as long as the other one. We lost a shit ton of guys, but fuck it.
Shogal reports that the Cosmodan refineries are well maintained and fulfilling their quotas.
Quotas!
The Horde will now have more than enough oil to mount a fierce campaign in the lands far to the north. Only the troublesome human defenders of Stromgarde remain to be dealt with before sending the Horde on its next sojourn. The human fleet has captured a group of our transports just south of Stromgarde. Recapture these vessels and then lay waste to their capital.
Alright. I'm not gonna do it, because I've got... Well, how long have we been playing for now? Hour 35? What do you say, gang? You want me to keep on doing this, or do you want me to wrap it up? I can go 50-50 right now. If not, don't worry. I've got other shit to do this evening. Actually, not too long, about an hour and a half. Actually, maybe I should wrap it up, and I'll tell you why. A, I want to go and have that fucking steak sandwich I made. Second, I still have something to do in about, I don't know, an hour or so. I can go and post up the Metro I had planned. I was planned to do Metro 2033. So, yeah. I will wrap it up here. Let's just go and save this shit. Give us a moment. LEV 1. Might as well replace it. What's the worst that could happen? Exit program. Yeah. Alright, so that was fun. But I have a whole night ahead of me. Sure. Got an hour and a half before midnight. So what I'll probably do in about an hour, I will go and play some Metro 2033. So feel free to tune in then to see moi. And of course, Russian people shooting monsters. I altered the settings to the lowest setting possible. So hopefully that'll fix the lag in the big combat scenes, because I want to play this game. I enjoy it. And if you enjoyed this, you know the standard fare by now. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you aren't already commenting. Down in below you will also find our Discord, our the Patreon, not Patreon, one day maybe, but the Streamlabs and my Google, in case you want to contact me with anything. So yeah, I'll be back in about an hour or so. So until then, take care.